Hello, my name's Scott Manley Hadley. This little fella's called Cubby. This week we're discussing what is poetry, what's it for, why is it popular. We're speaking here to Frears and Faruk Šehić. Enjoy.
From the point when I graduated and started properly doing poetry to now, people have been saying there's been a resurgence. That's a thing that people seem to say, and I don't think I wouldn't notice because I'm constantly in that world. So my mum will say, oh, poetry's everywhere now, but I'm like, is that not just because you're looking out for it because I'm now writing poetry, or is it genuinely because it's more around? I don't know.
It definitely
it
is.
Yeah. Maybe it's the time, maybe it's the political climate. People are looking. I mean, things have been written about it. I don't know if I can say anything that would add to that, but yeah, it's possibly in hard times we go to art, and poetry's sort of a resonant, concise, sort of beautiful thing.
Poetry is different, so you can have a lot of little themes and subtopics in one book of poetry, in one book of poetry. So my topic was very often it was poverty. It was people on the edge of the society, on the margins, like workers without a job, war people who are wounded during the war, invalids without legs. So I was fascinated with that capitalistic way of life that came from America. It's like I very often watch that opera show or Jerry Springer show, very often my character in that narrative poems was like Oprah Winfrey or like TV stars or our local stars. Maybe it can be Gandalf from the Tolkien book, from Hobbit. So it was many topics, and of course it was that poetry was speaking about war.
Do you think there's a big difference between poetry that's written to be read on the page and read aloud?
Yeah, huge difference. There's a huge sort of, people call it a divide between the spoken word and the page poetry world. I think that it should be and is becoming less sort of a boundary, but there's a big difference between the two. I mean, people that are properly spoken word, there's a sort of immediacy. There's the events, spoken word events, sort of tend to be more fun, more lively, more diverse. Page poetry has a real problem with race at the moment, and has done forever. Spoken word less so. So I sort of feel that that's positive. I also feel like I read page poetry more because there's more sort of time spent crafting each line, each word, and that's something that I feel is important, and that I admire when I read it. But I think there are people that can do both.